Hi, good people. Welcome to another session on our electronic monitoring system discussions. Today, we are going to focus mainly on the sensors. The sensors are used to monitor engine and machine conditions, and there are different types of sensors. Sensors monitor physical parameters like speed, temperature, pressure, position, and sends an electronic signal proportional to that parameter. Some sensors, such as throttle position sensors, are operator activated. The operator has to step on the acceleration pedal or twist the knob to increase or decrease engine speed. Now, this knob sends position signals to increase or decrease the engine speed. Sensors can be classified by their electronic signal modulation. We have frequency sensors, analog sensors, digital sensors, analog to digital sensors. Now we are going to explain in details what this frequency, analog to digital are, and how they can easily be identified. Now, frequency sensors represent the parameter as a frequency level and monitor speed and positions such as timing. And the two most important sensors used in this field are magnetic and Hall effect sensors. On a system where slower speeds are not critical, a magnetic pickup is used. On a system where measurement of slower movement is essential, the Hall effect sensor is used. Now, the second type of sensor we are going to talk about are analog sensors. This represents a parameter as a voltage level that varies smoothly over time and also in proportion to the measured parameter. They can be identified by the nomenclature describing the sensor supply voltage and the sensor ground. The sensor contains only a portion of the electronic components needed to display an analog signal, and the remaining components are located in the ECM. Our next point is the digital sensors. Digital sensors send PWM signals. In a PWM sensor, the signal frequency will remain constant, whilst the duty cycle changes with the parameter being measured. A digital sensor will be larger than an analog sensor because it contains the electronic components within the sensor body. PWM sensor is typically used as a position sensor or a level position sensor. What we're going to talk about is the analog to digital sensor. The analog to digital sensors incorporate both the analog and digital components of the sensor. The analog section measures the parameters and now sends a signal to the digital section. Now the digital component converts the analog signal to a digital one and now sends a PWM signal to the ECM. Remember, sensors can also be classified by the parameters they measure. Let's take the speed sensor. It could be a type. Take the speed sensor. The type will be pickup coil or Hall effect. Now, what about the temperature sensor? Temperature sensor is a variable resistor type. The pressure sensor is a strain gauge with a variable resistor. Now, what about the position sensor? It's a variable resistor, a Hall effect, or a magnetostrictive type. What about the fluid level? The fluid level is a variable resistor or ultrasonic. Remember, sensors are either passive or active, depending on how many wires they have. We have 2 wires, and then we have the 3-wire type sensors. Passive sensors always have 2 wires, a signal and a ground. The remaining components are inbuilt in the ECM in order to complete their full task. And then the active sensors. These have the 3 wires, the signal, the ground, and the power. Active sensors must be connected to power in order to test. This brings us to the end of today's session. Catch you another time. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day.